Abu Bakr, boo, you know. Anything has to, you change your identity, your Islamic identity. You feel shame to make wudu. You feel shame to wear anything that identify you. I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying, hey, everybody wears shalom kameez tomorrow to their job. No, I'm not saying that. That's not what. But when you feel very uncomfortable, just hide the kufi quickly. Why? This is your deen, ya akhi. Be proud of it. When you see this from yourself, there is here a question mark. There is a question mark. Also, when you see yourself so much involved in the mubah, not mubah, it's permissible things, but you are excessive in this area. 24 hours in the gym. Not 24 hours. Like you spend in the gym more time than you spend in the masjid. Ya akhi, your muscles will not open the gate of Jannah. Yes, it's good to be healthy, but it's better to be a good Muslim. I'm for you being healthy and go to the gym and exercise. I have no problem with that. But if you spend hours and hours and hours in gym, and you miss Salat al-Fajr, you spend hours and hours in gym, and your iman you're losing it because you're getting some extra pounds and muscles because of your big muscles. No. That's not acceptable. Some people, part of the mubah also, the excessive care about beauty and look, and it to the extent that it has become this obsession. I'm teaching soon a course about the modern woman's fiqh issues. Everything related to sisters. It's called fiqh al-nisa. All the fiqh rules related to women. And I call this course complicated. It's one of the newest courses we have in Maghrib. And I called complicated because whenever I studied that and I look at the amount of questions, the amount of care about, there is an excessive amount. His obsession outside about the issue of look and beautification and makeup and dress and hijab and clothing and so many things. That shows me that this is the main concern. I looked into the books of fatwas. 3 books, one from Saudi Arabia, one from Egypt, one from Europe, and other ones just international kind of. And I look at the kind of question that people ask about. All of it's about very materialistic things. So much involved in the mubahat. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إياي والتنعم فإن المتنعمين ليسوا بعباد الله. Those who excessive in luxury life, and they are not ibadullah. It's very hard to have your heart very soft while you're obsessed with the dunya. You wake up in the morning and this is the main thing, how I look. While you're making sujood, you care about did you mess up your hair or not. That's the plan. When I go to sujood, I'm going to miss my dress, can I miss my pants? Mess it up? That's what you care about. We have a problem here. Also, one of the signs of the weakness of iman, when you cannot continuously doing a good deed. You start something, then you quit. You quit something, then you quit. You start, then you stop. Used to be switch, flip from one thing to another. You pray 3 rak'ahs, and you stay for 10 days, you never pray any rak'ahs in the night. I'm going to read Quran, then you quit. That means your iman is weak. You don't have enough fuel to keep you going in your good deeds. If you see this from yourself, that's a red sign. Also, whenever you do an act of worship, you're always looking at the end. Like when we start Siyam Arafah. One of the brothers was telling me, what time is Maghrib today? We just prayed Fajr, subhanAllah. He just looking at when he is going to end. That's a sign that shows you that there is a sign of weakness here. That when you start the salah, when he's going to make ruku', When you record, when he's going to say, Sami Allah wa hamida, Hasbi Allah alayk. You know, and this is what it does. That's really a question mark. So you always look at when you're going to finish it. One of the signs of weakness of Iman, subhanAllah, when you get frustrated very quickly, when you are overstressed, when you have anxiety, when you feel like this world that's it come to an end in front of you. When you live in that anxiety and so much stress, believe me, a mu'min should not live such life. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الإيمان الصبر والسماحة. Al-Iman is being patient and being easy. That life of ease. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. You live a life of ease. Wallahi, with Allah, if you are with Allah, you will see that every day, in your life, is an easy day. It's a fun day. It's a good day. If you see that every day is a terrible day, is a problem, you are frustrated, you're angry at yourself, there is a sign of weakness of Iman there. And you need to look for your Iman and see what's going on here. How is your relationship with Allah? When you see you fight with everyone, everybody hates you, everybody fights with you, that's not how the mu'min, al-mu'min ya'laf wa yu'laf, يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Al-mu'min loves people and he will be loved by people. One of the signs of weakness of Iman, when you don't get angry when you see the haram in front of you. When you know people committing haram, and you just, who cares? If you have nothing ever in your heart, you see the haram, the kufr, the shirk happening in front of you. The people dying in Syria, day and night, and this means nothing to you. It didn't even bother you for one day, one night to make dua for them in your salat. It didn't bother you that for one night that you said, you know what, I'm going to make qiyam al-layl tonight, and the whole entire night is going to be for my brothers who've been abused and basically been treated unfairly in Pakistan or in Syria or in anywhere in the world. For those who unjustly been imprisoned or been treated badly or been killed. It doesn't bother, I don't care, I didn't even think about them. That's a sign of weakness of Iman. But Shaykh, I don't think about them because this is not, it's not part of my culture, I'm not from this part of the world. But okay, now you got reminded of it. You got exposed to it. Do you feel anything in your heart? This is haram, this is dhulm. Here the reaction shows what is your strength of Iman looks like. Also, whenever you find that you cannot hold your hand for a very long time up, or you cannot keep your head for a very long time down, not because of physical means. I mean by that, in your sujood, when your sujood became so short, when your dua became so short, this is a sign of weakness of Iman. You can't stay for a long time making dua. You get bored quick. You don't even know what to say. When some people, when they go to sujood, what do they say? Oh, the sujood, mashallah. What do we say? What you have. That's your Lord, ask whatever you want. But if you cannot communicate with Him, that's scary. That's scary. Once Al-Hasan al-Basri, a man came to him and he said, I heard you once saying that if you commit sins, Allah prevent you from this and that. You know what? I do all the sin that you can think of. And I don't do much of the good deeds that you talk about anyway. Technically, like fasting. Okay? And he said, and I have beautiful wife, beautiful kids, a lot of money, lands, you name it. I'm a very successful person. Allah did not prevent me from anything. So where is you say Allah prevent the person because of the sins that the person commit? Then Hassan Basri quickly told him, do you make qiyam al-layl? Do you enjoy your dua? Do you enjoy your salah? He said, no, I don't make qiyam al-layl. قال كفى بها حرمانا. That's enough prevention. that He prevented you from standing up in the night before Him, that He prevented you from communicating with Him, that He drive you away from that. When Allah wanted to speak to us, He revealed the Quran. And when we want to talk to Him, we raise our hand. This is coming down and this is going up. The other side of the coin. He cut you off because you're not worthy of it. That iman is not strong enough. So this is scary. If you see yourself like that, hey, hold on. Do you turn to Allah in every moment of your life to turn to Him and ask for His help? Also, when you say so much and you do so little, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لم تقولون ما لا تفعلون كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون. Oh, you believe, why you say things that you don't do? Allah is angry and mad at you because you're saying things that you don't practice. Big mouth, big words. One of the signs that you see that you don't like to be in the company of those who remind you of Allah. Let's go to the course. Let's go to a Islamic conference. Like next week, we have a conference. No, I don't want it, man. I'm going to go have fun, go to this or that. You tell them, hey, let's go watch something. Oh, he will jump with you in no time. I'm coming. Hey, come on, let's go play some games. Let's chit chat, take some Kashmiri tea and talk, do some kind of whatever, activity or food. People will come. Say food, people will come. We'll drive long distance. But let's go study Quran, let's go read, let's go do this, let's go do some volunteer work with Amana, let's do some volunteer work with MSA, let's do this good deeds. Here you hit the brake. Every excuse in the world pops up. يقول حسن البصري والله لإخواننا أحب إلينا من أهلنا. Al-Hasan al-Basri once said, I love to be with my students and my brothers more than being at home with my family. My family reminds me of the dunya. I need to buy sugar, I need to get oil, I need to clean this, I need to get the trash out. But my brother reminds me of the akhirah. That's why also it's been said, ثلاث مواطن لم تجد قلبك فيها فسأل الله أن يمن عليك بقلب. In 3 occasions, if you couldn't find your heart in these 3 occasions, ask Allah to give you a new heart. Because your heart is dead. One of it, when you are with the good people, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of it, when you read Quran. And one of it, when you are witnessing the janazah. When you are participating in funeral. Also, one of the signs of the weakness of Iman, kathratul jadal. When a person starts arguing, you tell him something, he starts arguing with you, asking you a million questions. What if that, so why, blah, blah. And keep arguing. This argumentation is one of the signs of the weakness of Iman. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم ما ضل قوم بعد هدى. يعني no people were misguided after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have guided them, إِلَّا أُوتُوا الْجَدَلِ. It is for no reason but jadal, argue. One of the signs of the weakness of Iman, and let me end with this, sign is عدم الرضا بقضاء الله وقدره. When a person always frustrated with what Allah decreed upon him or her. And one of the clear manifestations for this is hasad, envy. You envy others. You never satisfy what you have. You're always looking at what other people have in their hands. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ألم يأن للذين آمنوا أن تخشع قلوبهم لذكر الله